Hello there, Firefly Home Energy Cleans, Nicole again for you. Nice to see you. Today I would like to talk briefly about decluttering, which is not only physical decluttering. We might go more into physical decluttering one of the next days, and plus I do a lot of posts and pictures of it, so you have a good idea what physical decluttering is. There's amazing people out there that do it, and it means take off the unnecessary from your home, your office space, your space of creativity, your lab, your space where you work, or even it can be where you do exercise, your storage space, so inside the walk-in storage room or inside any cupboard, and so on. What does it mean, decluttering? First of all, like, make an assessment, let's say, of a room, and look around. Is there something that is in the corners, that is piling up, that is not in order, that is not tidy? Is there like unnecessary material or clutter, which can be boxes, towels? I mean, I'm thinking about different rooms. I'm thinking boxes a lot because a lot of us now buy online, so, or leftovers, papers to put in order, and so on. So that's the first things about decluttering. Assess what you have that is too much, that is not good in your any room. Let's take one room. Then start saying, how long since I've used this thing? How long since I used that item? Do I like this item? Do I need this item? It can be clothes, it can be sheets for the bed, it can be pillows, it can be everything, every single object we have in our homes. Once you assess that and you put aside the objects, the items that you don't use that much, or that you didn't use for the past year. Let's start with a year. We can have 6 months. You can say 2 months if you want to be more hardcore. And say, okay, so I don't need this anymore. So now there we have different possibilities. We can give it to a friend, leave it in charity, give it to Housing Works. We can give it outside our buildings, in the lobby, and leave it there with like a message. I don't need you anymore. I don't need this anymore. Someone can please take it, or for free, feel free to use it. There's many options. Already by doing something so simple and so small, you feel the house, the home, the room lighter. It's gonna be nicer. And then after that, you've done that, you can start cleaning, tidying up, and rearrange things. I always suggest when we clean up and rearrange after the decluttering, or after having taken items out of the home, out of the room, out of our lives, always open windows, let the sun in, lit incense. I prefer sage, but you can even have a rosemary, like a dry up rosemary or dry up sage that you buy yourself, you make it dry, and smoke it a little bit. Remember the fire alarms, the fire detectors, because they're gonna go off. So maybe deactivate that just for a second, or burn it next to windows so it goes out. But windows open, because energetically you're cleaning away the old and you're welcoming the new. There can be new objects, but it also translates into new opportunity for your life, new people, better opportunity, new jobs, better if you want one, clearly if you don't want one, perfect. But anything new, positive, will be welcomed by decluttering, physically decluttering of your environment, which means our homes, our office space, and so on. Also, it brings clarity. It's easier then to go on in life. Also to be organized, because think about all the papers, like a desk with all the papers, bills to pay, if you have anything with the lawyers, dentist, doctor's appointment, what not, organizing for your project, do-it-yourself project, creative for school, for studies, and so on. If everything is in order, classified, tidy up, it's easier to work on them. It's easier to take care of them and to finish and go on for the next project, or go on to the next bill, and so on. So what does that translate into? We have an easier life. Our life is made easier. There's less drama. And from this, I will use it as a segue for another kind of decluttering that I would like to talk a little bit about. I'm definitely gonna talk more about this, and I'm gonna specify this much better in other times. But definitely what's important is to remember when we declutter, it's physical, and a physical action that translates into energy, into the esoteric, like the ethereal world. So something we cannot tangible touch or see, but that works and is there and it really influences our life. So when we start decluttering physically, maybe we declutter also our lives. And that's important because I see, I would say, like, it's drama free. Our life gets easier, smoother, it flows more. That what does it mean? It means equals drama free. I would like to make an example of drama. I see a lot of people that love dramas, from people that come and eat like in a restaurant, go eat in a restaurant, and eating out is a joyful occasion of you're eating with people you like, with your family, or even if it's a work lunch. Anyway, it's something joyful. You're eating, you're nourishing your body, you're replenishing your body. Lots of people I see are angry. They want drama, they want trouble. They come out and instead of being grateful that they're so lucky they can eat out in a restaurant when tons of people don't even have enough food, they're angry. They find a reason to fight with the waiter or between themselves or with another customer. Why? I see, example given, the super of a building is bipolar, it goes up and down, angry most of the time. Now, I don't personally know his personal situation, so maybe he's taking some prescription drugs, or maybe he's taking some drugs like oxycodone for pain and we know that's an opiate. And even if it's legal, all those things are terrible because they brain and they mix and they mess with your brain chemistry, and they're pretty bad for your overall long-term health. So whatever the reason, it can be character, it can be a character due to prescription drugs or pain medication, painkillers, very strong opiates that is given. But he always tries some ways to find drama, unnecessary drama, like drama that doesn't exist. Because drama is addictive, like toxic people or toxic situations are addictive. Now, for this, I love to read. We all read a lot in my family. And I always suggest people read. It's good to see also video. It's good to see tutorials. It's beautiful to see YouTube's people that talk, and it's instructive. They're amazing documentaries, but do both. I always say, yes, watch documentaries, watch YouTube tutorial, watch people, watch whatever you love, the person that you like. I'm doing that, so. But especially also read. One book talking about addiction, and addiction can be physical, alcohol, drugs, shopping, sex, gambling, but addiction can be also energetical. Toxic people, dramas, addiction to depression, sadness, anger. Anger usually gets paired up with alcohol, some kind of drugs a lot. So this is an amazing, easy book. I like Russell Brand a lot because I think it's one that walks the talks. So it doesn't only talk, but he's doing it. There's many people out there, many teachers, many healers in various forms, walk of life, cultures, and so on. Each one has to find his own. So you find I'm suggesting things, I'm suggesting books here, I'm suggesting ideas. But remember, I'm no better than you. I have my experience, I learned a lot of things, I'm doing a lot of spiritual work, I did tons of spiritual work on me and I keep doing it, but I'm a human with ego. By the way, don't you love this? Don't you love this shirt? Your ego is not your amigo. The ego is not our friend. I clearly wear it on purpose, but it's one of my favorite shirts. So I'm not better than you, I have so much to learn. And still learn, because we all learn every day of our life, but I can only share what I learned in my life lessons so far, yet still have many lessons to go, and so on. And I'm always trying to share what I learned, sometimes in very hard ways, so maybe you can make it easier for other people, or also so that the teaching I had, both way, kind way and very harsh way, can be put at use. Maybe can help someone else to be straight away flowing in the better direction without going through dramas or suffering or hard teachings. So this guy went, I'm pretty sure, through hard teaching himself, and he really is real. I think he's legit, and I like him a lot. I like to listen to him. I listen to a lot of his podcasts and so on. He's one of the many, and again, I like him. Maybe he won't resonate with you. Maybe you don't like. Maybe you read this book and you hate it. So find something or someone that resonates with you. Dr. Wayne W. Dyer, it's amazing. Dr. Brian Weiss, also it's amazing. All great books and people that I would love to follow. I will eventually put more books into my videos, especially in these ones, because everything is connected. Living well, living ecologically, living sustainable, living with good energy, which can be decluttering, feng shui, or recycle, don't hurt animals, and so on. Make the right choices for our body, for Mother Earth, and for the animals. It's all connected, and it comes, and this teaching comes through people like Russell Brand or others in various forms. So talking about decluttering, declutter your life from addictions. And again, I'm saying addictions which can be really bad love story addictions. Some people are really attracted to toxic lovers, to abusive lovers, to abusive friendships. It doesn't have to be a partner, it can be a friend. Bullying, or slowly manipulating you into feeling less, and that's a way for them to suck energy out of you. And again, nothing is palpable, nothing is tangible, but it happens. It's so energetic exchange, but it happens every day. It happens at work, it happens when you are in the train, when you are in the metro system, it happens when you're driving in traffic, it happens when you're walking around the crowded square, it happens when you go buy something, it happens all the time. We have this instant, constant connection. It can be short-lived or long-lived, it can be superficial or deep, but it's constant between all human beings we encounter throughout our day and our life. So try to declutter. So do first maybe the material part that is easier for some it's difficult, but because it's very connected to then the psychological, emotional part. Then do the emotional. For example, old love story. I have friends that keep all the love letters of 20 years ago, even of stories that had been super toxic and super negative. Why? Go get all these nice old letters that doesn't mean anything anymore, unless you're still married with the person, or you live together still and happy. And unless, by the way, happy. If it's connected to drama, to suffering, to crying, to violence, to depression, get rid of it. Bye. And a good way with the letter is to burn them if you can. So if you have barbecue, just throw them in fire. Otherwise, just trash them, recycle paper or whatever. But don't even look back. Same with all gifts, all teddy bears, all whatever. And again, another great advice I got once from a healer is, if you had a very bad period in your life, let's say that you were extremely depressed, and I don't know, from like, let's say 2016, 2017, don't hang on all the clothes. Like, try to everything connected to the period. Try to give away. Good thing is always donating, because that's so you recycle like the energy, and you create from the bad period, you create good things and you offer it to someone else in need, and it's good energy. But try to donate it. Don't hang on anything, clothes, letters, gift that reminds you of a very bad period, depressed period in your life. Even if you have to almost, I'm not really empty your home, but even if you have to live like a minimalist for a couple of years, because I know it's expensive to buy again everything. Maybe you live like a minimalist, maybe it feels good with like not much stuff for 2-3 years until you can slowly buy everything back. Or why not? Maybe you should try that. Maybe that's also something you should try in life. I did it and I felt so good. And actually, since I did it, I got rid of almost all stuff of an old period. I definitely loved what came afterwards. And now slowly I'm building and getting new stuff, but I'm reusing, recycling, not having much money to spend. I'm using my creativity, so I'll like do my own furniture, or I'll find like use the shop dress, something nice. That's it for today. I hope I gave you some good insights and ideas. Enjoy your day and have a great week. I'll see you soon. Thank you. Bye bye.